Assalamu alaikum badingolu ngali konton ka murunale Atlantic TV kotenke alla favorite Bitilo kachalam men ka bonale Atlantic TV tendengo tenen ka botalantan ninkelen kata talantan nim fulakan annal badi malem Fatoumatta Mbye berjani be dina programme kontrom hani bi ka jama be karamatan diko programme nyimba sponsor nyene kangala pour ka jeko aseke programme yulu wari ngoti aseke programme sabateri ngoti aseke hakilta dulati of course aseke dulati dame yalambe tentendre kala kendol nim furi ngolla mba kendol tala mba furi ngol fayla Bao bankola kuwala mkola kachano. Of course, we deal with different sectors. Oto kamala bi naggeso momenti amanjara nga tofo mbele fila le kamera ya capture follow because nga ala noko ni kamera lota kandram moja mabasu tela le Kaddy Samateh. Oh, look at me. Oh. I don't even want to mention your name. But, you know, I'm so emotional I couldn't control it. But definitely the camera ya capture. And then Kaddy, honestly, I am so much happy for you, girlfriend.
I am more than happy to be here.
I am happy. Kaddy, anyway, come nga fanya mendo ning kamera rakang jama ba suti la hani mo melo. Very you know, when people hear your voice, they know that this is Kaddy Samateh speaking. When people see your face, everybody knows that okay, Gambia la beauty queen ning. Me along who has been representing Gambia on different international, you know, competitions, and then obviously not at an kanala me along will make the country flag to another level. Kaddy jani bodun nakachakun, we want you to, you know, la moilal kontong, and then we get into the program proper. But definitely I must comment, you look amazing.
Absolutely. I have
some makeup beads, some wig bead, everything is just given 10 over 10 minus nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, ning queen ye kumandi for pare queen pare ke
exactly.
Queen le queen kumandi.
Yeah.
Queen full.
Look at you.
No. But I am happy to be here. First of all, I want to say thank you for having me. And then be molbe content na itul ni content wala jamenon mumi be men kanyum program wala moy. I want to say hello to all of you guys, but first of all I want to say thank you very much for having me here because I always appreciate people that give us platforms because I feel like nima banku dingoti it does not matter what you're doing but nima platform also to be kachala damento ikamenke asembo ko doyale. So I'm just happy to be here because I feel like this is also one step in my career. So thank you for having me.
No, Kaddy, I think we are the ones who should thank you. Definitely, Italy thanks need, Italy congratulations need, and of course a big one. Like I didn't know you personally. I think today is the first day we're meeting, but definitely when I was scrolling on TikTok and I was following your program all along, I was commenting, liking, of course. So I was saying to myself, okay, I have to get this girl here. So Kabiri Nathan and I was like sitting with Big Sam. I said, hey, do you know Kaddy Samateh? So he was kind of like, who is she? I said, oh, you know, you once invited her here, and then, you know, yeah. So I said, okay, this girl is doing really, really good. So Kaika Tatanu Miss Friendship International, and then she came out with first runner up. So it was like, oh, Manako, okay, I don't have the number, but I have to make sure I get this number. So that is the time I inbox you on your TikTok page, and then you also were so kind, you know, down to earth, and then you respond to. Imagine how many people do we reach out to you know, most people don't reply to messages on TikTok,
including myself.
Exactly. So I was so fortunate that you respond to my message and then you gave me your number, which I am very, very happy of. But then let's talk about Kaddy Samateh. Who is Kaddy Samateh? Because some people might be seeing you on the screen, model be jalale, ibe diamu kang or model balnoko. Yes, Kaddy Samateh can misleke, but they don't actually know who is Kaddy Samateh. Who is this young, beautiful, you know, baby mama, a model of one and still looking good. Chat TV, Janet, right? Yeah.
I think you've already said half of who Kaddy Samateh is. Real model for the chat TV, Janet for the baby mama. That means at least you have given them a little bit of clue about who Kaddy Samateh is. So there's not much about Kaddy Samateh. I think I'm just a simple girl from Brikama, West Coast region, that is very passionate about beauty pageant world, but in a positive way. Ninko in a positive way means there's a lot surrounding the industry that I choose for myself. But for me, I choose it because I want to use the platform to be able to change lives in the community that I come from, and seeing how best I could also use the platform to uplift other young women like myself. Because I'm a big fan of Miss World, Miss Universe, and even Ghana's Most Beautiful. And Muninke, big fan of those platforms is because I have seen the impact the queen that came from those prestigious pageants, the impact they have done in the country that they come from, particularly the communities that they come from. So I have been inspired by that since 2013 up till today. So wale and dundi beauty pageant walkana, but I'm also a diploma holder of mass communication and also international relations and
Just
politics.
look at that.
So
beauty with brain.
Yeah, you see. So I studied. The passion for beauty world did not actually stop me from completing my education and even furthering it. So I knew that whatever I want to achieve with the beauty world, I could not do that without education. So I needed that educational background to be strong for me to be able to be out there and represent the country the way I want to. So that's just basically me, but there's a lot about me because I'm also passionate about environment. I'm also passionate about maternity. So, but I use the crowns that I have, being it national, being it international and even community level, to work on the passion that I have for environment, which lead to me having a national pageant with the National Environment Agency, NEA, called the Miss Environment Gambia. I do that annually. And I do that to be able to use ambassadors from that event also to champion environmental projects within the Gambia. So I also have Face of West Coast region that I also do, and then I do that annually. And every event of that, the profit goes to the Brikama Health Center because I am passionate about maternity. So I also see how best or how little I could contribute a quarter in helping the women that go through maternity. So yeah, I think if I want to say everything in details, we're actually going to take
in fact, you're dragging me to what I was about to ask you. So, but Kaddy, definitely, we're so much happy for you. We're grateful for you. It's a multi-media ko banko nyanta wala support la in all ways because you know when you were going to represent the Gambia, you didn't just go out with just a mayor color. You went with a Gambian flag. And then you represent the country well, and I'm sure the people of the Gambia are proud of you and we're happy of you. Just look at the crown. This crown is just everything.
Thank you.
It's given what it's supposed to give.
I know, right?
So but Kaddy, it's like talk us about your journey. Take us through about your journey. How did the journey start? Tell us something about the journey.
Yeah, so
I know it's not an easy task. It's not an easy thing, yeah?
But I'll try to summarize it enough so that we can have it all together. Like I said, I started beauty pageant since 2013. So I started with the Red Cross. That is the organization that introduced me to the beauty pageant world. So when I started, it was amazing. But I was just a young girl, just had a dream, and I went into the beauty world. So 2013, it was the Red Cross pageant, Minkake Brikama Joko, annually. Then from there, 2014, I did the Mbye hairdressing, used to organize a pageant, then participate. 2015, I went to Bakau. I won Miss Bakau. 2016, I went to Gunjur. I also won the Pentagon pageant that happens there. So from there, then 2017, I went national. That is NECOF, annual, event, national program. So I participated there representing the West Coast region. And unfortunately, I didn't win. I won Miss Personality. But I was happy because someone won that I trained. So for me, it was a win for me.
Exactly.
So I celebrated that win. And 2018, there was a national pageant organized by Ida Bidwell called Miss West Africa Gambia. And we're doing that. The winner would represent the Gambia at Miss West Africa International. So I took part, and it was amazing, and I was able to win first runner-up and also People's Choice. I did not win, but I was second. So I too celebrated that because for me to participate first time in a national pageant like that, and then actually coming out first runner-up means a lot to me. So I celebrated, but then I didn't dream that I would get to internationals. But one day I was just there, and Ida Bidwell Mansarin just texted and said, I have a pageant for you in India for you to go represent the Gambia. For me, it was something that it was a dream.
Like someone to just come and tell you, hey, this is not a dream.
Because I come from a family that I didn't see any way out for me to be able to travel. So I'm not mind totally. I'm like, okay, I want to do good, to be honest, and then I believe in God. If things would change for me, alhamdulillah, but I'm not desperate about traveling because and I don't have a family that I think someone probably would
exactly
there by then. So when Ida Video told me that, it made me emotional, but also I thank Allah for just hearing that news. So I worked towards that, and then 2018 I was lucky to travel to India to represent the Gambia in a pageant. It was 37 countries.
Okay.
And it was called Miss Glam World. So when I went there, and it was my first time, I was very nervous and I was not well prepared. Outfits were not well put together. Mbye Gambia Nyame sponsors were very limited.
Yeah, exactly.
So we in Batandi, but I was lucky because my ticket then was paid by the First Lady, that is Fatoumatta.
Okay.
Yeah, but that came through the governor's office here, West Coast Region. It was a legal call, and then last minute they were able to support me with an air ticket.
Okay.
So luckily for me, out of 37 countries, I was able to win Miss Personality and also made it to top 15. For me, then that was the best thing that has ever happened.
Yeah, because that was the first time.
Exactly, it was my first time, and I've been seeing people going and they were not getting anything. So in my mind, then I was like, who am I to make it? If these people could not make it, because to me they were more beautiful.
Exactly.
They were very much more outspoken because I was looking up to some of them.
To looking about the amount of countries, out of 37 countries,
you
come up with the top 15. That was
but it taught me a lot because I felt like from there I learned that these pageants are not even mainly about facial beauty. It's beyond that. It's more into the whole thing than just looking beautiful.
Okay.
So I came back and I started my own organization, KS Entertainment.
Yeah.
I started organizing Face of West Coast Region. Then every year, after the pageant, we do donate the profits from that event to Brikama Health Center Maternity.
Okay.
So we see what we can buy for the mothers and the newborn babies. Then we go there and then donate it to the health center, because that is the purpose of that event. So Mbye wala nyama, working with my organization and everything. Then 2022, another dream of mine came true. Yeah, so I have a pageant in Dubai called Miss World Diversity.
Sure.
So now okay, now I don't have sponsors. What do I do? My mom is like, don't worry, we will make it happen. Yeah, so she pushed me. My mom is my biggest support. She is my biggest support. So we posted, we did it together as a family, and I was able to travel to Dubai 2022 to represent the Gambia.
Okay.
And out of 30 countries, I won the pageant.
Wow.
So that was huge for me. It was a lot.
It was not huge. That was everything. No.
So unfortunately, I couldn't come back. Kabri go pageant, but then my husband said he was going to come there because Kabri Fatoumatta we did not see.
Okay.
And he was like, wait for me there. Then I come there. Then mole na honeymoon kiye. Then you can go back.
Okay.
So he came. It was a nice day. When he left, I had another pageant, so and it's the same Dubai. And
you
just wait
back,
for this one. So I waited, and that was Universal Woman 2023. So Universal Woman was 50 countries, and then out of the 50, I was the only black woman that made it to top 5 and also won third runner-up.
Look at that.
So that was a huge achievement for me. Within 2 years, I was able to win a global pageant and then make it to top 3 out of 50 countries. So putting all of these things together, for me, it's like God is actually preparing me for something bigger in the journey that I've chosen for myself. So being that I'm married, being that I'm a mother, and being that I come from a society that actually do not support you being all of these things and also pursuing a dream like mine, I knew that I had to be careful. I knew that I had to know what I am doing. I have to be smart enough to be able to put myself on the right platforms in the right way. So yeah, basically the journey was just amazing. And I came back from that. I started working on my pageants again, Environment Gambia with the National Environment Agency, and then the Face of West Coast, and just KS Entertainment, and growing myself as an individual. So this year we got this pageant, and it was
then we came back.
Why not?
So we came back with
we came back again with a crown. But this particular one is a special case. This event, I think, is one of its kind for me, because for me, it was a miracle that God choose to perform in my life. Because I went to apply for visa. I was rejected. To go to China. To go to China
for this pageant?
Yes, and I already had a ticket. I was rejected. So when I got rejected, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to explain that story. So I called a lady called Ida Bidwell. I just told her that I unfortunately got rejected visa, and I never knew if you got rejected you could have a visa again. To be honest, I never knew about that. So she was like, no, you cannot be rejected. I'm like, of course I am rejected. And she's like, you're still at the embassy? I said yes. She said, wait, let's fix this.
So it's like this Ida Bidwell is one of our support systems.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Ida Bidwell. We're grateful. We're grateful for whatever
she's an amazing woman.
We are grateful, Ida Bidwell.
She was the one that gave me the opportunity to go to India too.
Look at that.
For Miss Glamwall. So
there are good people out there, you know.
Obviously, and she is one of those for me.
Yeah.
And she has a huge role that she's been playing in my journey and in my life since then. So she asked me to wait at the embassy. I waited. She called the ambassador. She called whosoever she needs to call. For some reason, I was sitting at the Chinese embassy, and they called to say answer to the ambassador. I'm like, me?
Yeah.
They're like,
someone who is neglected.
Are you not Kaddy? I'm like, yes, okay. So I spoke to the ambassador. He's like, we are very sorry. We learned that you got rejected, but your passport ended up going to Dakar instead of here.
Okay.
So, but we will fix it. I still look at the phone again. I said, who did you say is speaking? And she's like, it's the ambassador. I'm like, okay. I still, returned the phone. I waited for Ida. She's like, go home. I'll take it up from here. Then I went home, and she called people from Dakar. They took my passport from Dakar and brought it back.
Okay.
And I got my passport today, like in the morning, and then I took it with Ida Bidwell at the embassy. We met the ambassador, and they stamped my passport the same day.
Ida Bidwell.
They stamped me a visa. So I don't know how to say. That miracle was something that I never knew something like that is possible.
Yeah.
So that's why I said this journey for me was really special. And I was already late for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you were saying that your luggages were late for almost how many days?
When I got there, my luggage did not come for 5 days.
5 days, yeah.
Now imagine it's a beauty pageant. It's all about dressing good,
exactly,
appearing
looking
well,
good, yeah,
and then speaking well. But okay, I only have my voice there to speak. But
Sure.
where are my clothes?
Clothes.
So I'm like, okay, things Mbye already, and I don't have my clothes with me, but I'm already here.
Yeah.
And people, the GIA, Gambia International Airlines, they did my air ticket.
Okay.
So I thought of them, Iman Long. They don't even know where I come from. They just believed in my story. They just believe me because they think I'm a Gambian, and they trust that I could actually raise the Gambian flag.
Yeah.
So if they could pull out something more than 100,000 to buy an air ticket for me,
wow,
who am I to get here? And even without one single cloth, I am going to make them proud.
Yeah, exactly.
So I stood up. I started making scarves. Not scarves on
yeah,
to just adjust myself, and then
that is why one has to be creative. You don't just have to focus on one thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that creativity actually helped me a lot.
I know.
But alhamdulillah, I end up getting my luggages, and I bounced back onto the competition. And at the end of the day, having this award is really something that I didn't expect.
And notwithstanding, you came home with a crown.
Imagine when we have a closed door interview, because beauty pageant is not all about the what happens on the stage.
Yeah.
Mostly it's 60 countries. So it's a full day interview, fast with a panel of more than 10 judges. So full day. So every country would go in, and you have this fast with them. That is where they choose actually who wins and who don't win.
Okay.
So it's not all about the beauty, the glam that we saw on the stage. It's more about what happens on that closed door interview. So that very day, I got in there. These people just have to look at me and told me and asked me stuff about my visa. We learned that you were rejected.
Oh.
So how do you feel about that? I'm like, where did you guys get that news from? So it was amazing, and that fast for me was just telling them who I am and where I come from.
Exactly.
And I was happy that I was able to tell them what the Gambia is like, the beauty of where I come from. They were like, despite all the struggles that you were going through, how did you manage to always come out of your room? You were very much smiling.
With a smiling face also, yeah.
You were like, what happened? Were you able to do that? I'm like, that's because I am from the smiling coast of Africa.
Yeah.
And for us, it's not about what you're going through. For us, it's culture for you to wake up and you smile and be happy. So that's me, and that's where I come from.
And then you show them that you are a girl who is so much focused on the dream.
Very well.
I have to get this. I'm here for a reason, and I have to get it.
That's it. And
you get it.
They ask me, do you think you can win? I'm like, I'm here to win.
Yeah.
It's not about anything.
Exactly. I have that confidence in you.
And then they were happy. To be honest, that whole closed door interview for me was just me having fun and having a chit chat with people that I know. So I was ready, and it sounds funny when I tell other people that I am born for this. Sometimes they think it's about bragging. No.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's not something that I just wake up and start doing.
Yeah.
It's something that I have trained myself through. I have built myself through, and I've also trained other young people through it.
Exactly.
So if I said I am born for it, that's because I know I am.
Yeah.
And it is something that I'm not willing and ready to just let go.
Yeah.
Until and unless we're able to put the Gambia on Miss World and Miss Universe, then I am not retiring.
I'm happy to hear that.
Thank you.
I'm happy to hear that. And then let's talk about the challenges, because we all know the society we live in, the Gambia. Gambia itself, you know, dokola diamo siatale most especially musu dindingo be futuola, you know, ini dingolam, like you said before. And then you are also an influencer, because many people, many young people look up to you, whether you know it or not. You're not just Kaddy Samateh. Even your life, the food you eat, it's a concern to the people.
That's true.
So, you know, and sometimes it's very hard. You go so much challenges, because sometimes TikTok page, comment section, someone will just bargain, and you know, I come from there alone, it hurts you
a lot.
But how do you cope with that, being an influencer, being somebody that people look up to, you know, being just a girl, you know, who is going to work towards her dreams, you know, being a girl who want to achieve something, and you obviously working towards it. How do you cope with that?
That has not been easy. To be honest, it has not been easy. There are times that you would sit down, I would sit down in my own room, and I would get so much affected by certain things. But I think I found a coping mechanism towards that, because for me, like you said, if you're a social media influencer and then you're trying to achieve something through what you do, I think I advise myself to just delete and block a lot of people. Sometimes I would come to my comment section and see insults that I don't even understand where they're coming from. I'll just go through your page, look at your I will think, where do I know you from?
And these are some of the people, they're even using fake accounts.
Sometimes the person can even be sitting next to you,
and you wouldn't know. Yeah, you wouldn't know.
So it's sometimes it's crazy. And then, but I think the best way I'm dealing with that is to block and delete. I block a whole lot of people, about 1,000 people.
Wow.
I have blocked so many people, but not because of anything. Sometimes it's not even. I think sometimes it's more about jealousy and envy. Gambians,
they want to distract you.
Exactly.
You know.
They want to be where you are, but they cannot get there. Now they want to distract you into getting there.
Yeah, to move back with them.
Exactly, to move back with them and not get to where you want to get to. But it's not easy. Talking about the society. The society that I come from Bikama, from a Mandinka community, from a very respectful home, my dad, it's a no-nonsense man. And there used to be a time in my house you cannot wear Ibaka Kurto Mbye. Then because I did my childhood in Badibo before I come. My elder sisters, they don't. So, but when I came, I had created this bond and this relationship with my dad to let him know that it's okay for us to wear this, because generation is changing.
It's changing, yeah.
People are changing. You can understand. So if you don't allow your kids to actually do it, they would do it somewhere else, and that's going to be bad for your reputation.
Exactly.
So it's better it's somewhere else. So he understands that. That's why my dad is my best friend. He understands, and he's like, Nakadi. So we had that relationship at home. But also, when I started this journey, my mom and my dad were not okay with it, because society can be for
exactly.
A lot of negative stuff that comes with it. But I sat them down and let them understand, I am not doing this to do that. You would never see me walk any stage.
Definitely.
It's not going to happen. So I am doing this because I believe this is a platform that not just me, a lot of young people are inspired and moved by the industry, by the beauty world. So I want to use this to let them know that the beauty world is not all about the crowns and the silver and the gold, but they can use the beauty world and be something in the society. Use their voices, let them empower people. Let them go into the community. It's just Gambia that people don't value their ambassadors. But I feel like anyone that is a beauty queen, you are an ambassador, whether you know it or not.
Exactly.
So you should be able to use your voice, Kadung community, sensitize people. That's what other countries here in Dambelly, they use their beauty queens to push them into the community.
To sensitize people on certain issues. Aspects. Yeah, because I watched one of your interviews, I don't know, with one of the media platforms, you were like pushing and pulling with the guy, the way women are treated in their matrimonial, violences, especially when they are pregnant and all of that, so they were like pushing and pulling with you. But to me, that was a great sensitization to the public.
Exactly.
Because, you could use your platform to sensitize people, to change their mentalities and all of that.
Trust me, those are things that I'd love to do, but most of the times when you try to even do that, a lot of people will come to your DM. People will text me. Imagine, not just long ago, I started
You talk about Regina Daniel. Yeah, I saw that video.
People came into my DM to say, because you're a queen, we're just celebrating you, you're not allowed to talk about certain things like that. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, this is where Gambia, this is why Gambia people cannot boldly go out, because the attacks you get down. People attack you. Sometimes it's even family. People that you know would even call you.
Exactly.
To say, "Ye video mendunda jinti." You can understand. You cannot talk about this. It's none of your business. It is their business.
And that is why most of our women are really suffering in their marriage.
Big time.
They cannot be bold enough to come out, to speak out what they are feeling, just because of the society they are living.
That's why we're dying.
Yeah,
slowly.
Exactly.
Women are dying. It's hard to say. Maybe I go through Wallam. That's
exactly.
why. But that's not it.
Yeah.
I know 1,010 women that are going through domestic violence that wish they are able to just get out of the marriages they are, but they cannot, because if you speak to them, they would say, society nimfindita molbe menefola manifika understand nimfindita nindingol pita amintola nimfindita what would I do manifika understand. So this is killing women one by one.
Exactly.
There are certain women that are there in their marriages as they are just they're just there because they have one child there or they have two child there or whatever. But men, sometimes 85% of men are not doing justice
to
women
exactly.
in their homes, and that is not fair. And it only takes an empire of women to come together and talk about these stigmas, talk about these problems.
Exactly.
That is the only way other women will also be empowered and feel like, oh, it's okay to come out.
Exactly.
It's okay to speak. It's okay to free yourself. But Gambia is a stigma. You cannot come out.
I know, right? I know.
No, you cannot.
I watched one of your interviews during your stay in. Is it China? During your stay in China,
Yeah.
you made a special video for the Gambians. Iba fakanko coming Gambian people. I don't ask much from you people. But just go and search Miss Friendship International. Just check my videos, comment, share, and like that's all what I need from you. So it's like that is telling me you lack support from that area. That is why you're doing that, Kaddy.
Trust me, that's not just me. I think that is everybody that represents the Gambia in any field. But specifically beauty wall, why it's even difficult for me to, because I have nothing that stops me when it comes from my side of winning any pageant out there.
Okay.
Because when I leave here and go, how I represent the Gambia. I know that, and I don't need to explain that to anybody. But these international organizations, they want somebody that is celebrated back home.
Exactly.
They want somebody that is known back home. They want somebody that is supported back home. When we mean support, they are not even interested to know Jumali sponsor.
Yeah.
No. But they want to see how your country goes out there to support you in the comment section or in the voting. This is what tells them that she is somebody that is well known from where she comes from.
Yeah.
She's somebody that you can trust with your brand.
Exactly.
So they don't just want to give their brand name to anybody just like that. So but Gambia wala problem. Gambia no na evitaka. They can be coming to your WhatsApp. Congratulations. You do well and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But for them to take 1 minute of their time at our Facebook to just comment the flag name, not even my name, neither in competition, they don't know your name.
Okay.
Trust me, they call every one of us with your country
name.
So and you need that kind of support. Mostly but this particular pageant, they pushed you. If you don't do that, it's going to be an automatic
really counts a lot
for you. It
towards
counts a lot. That is why I made a special video. But the rest of the pageant, I don't even come out and do videos like, because Gambia, they will not support.
They will not support.
With regards to that, they will not. To be honest, I'm sorry to say, but that is a problem that every pageant queen and king, or even people that go, actual men footballer men we have that problem.
Yeah.
I think football is even better a little bit because they support.
Yes, I know. Kaddy, I saw you posted something on your status regarding the Face of Beauty Gambia. You haven't even talked to us about it.
Face of Beauty Gambia is organized by the same Ida Bitilo that supported me with my visa. So it's the very old national pageant that she's been doing. I think it's the oldest national pageant even before the Miss Gambia would come in.
Okay.
So I audition on the, I think it's 21st to 22nd of this month. So I feel like it's a platform that other young women and men, because it's both Mr. and Miss.
Yes, okay.
So they could also go and try their chances, because for you to make it on international platform, you need to make it national first.
National first, yeah.
So sometimes some people just want to jump that, and then they'll be asking me, can I go international, because they feel they're beautiful, confident, and bold. I said, no. For you to go international and make it there, you need to make it national. You need to try nationals, because this is where it all begins. They also want to see that you have at least been a part of they're not even interested about the win, but being a part of a national pageant is important for you to go, for you to make it through internationals. So I think Face of Beauty Gambia, it's a big platform, and then it's an opportunity for other Gambian beauty queens and kings to try. So I would encourage anyone that is interested to make it in the beauty world to attend the auditions of Face of Beauty Gambia and then try your chance. Then from there, you can link me on international chances, because I also network a lot and I have a lot of international pageant opportunities. I have been statusing and then posting them for other people. But please, I beg, if you see it, don't think, I don't have the money to support, but I can give you the connections. But that's what Gambians, that also I have a problem with that. Near pageant post, and then they expect me
to sponsor
that. I am not rich. I am trying. Me, myself, I look for funding and sponsors to go. So if I get you a platform and you want to be there, go and then look for sponsors for yourself. Ask me for connections. I would connect you with anyone that I know. It depends on how you present yourself to these people for them to support you. You can't wait for it. Sometimes we complain to say sponsor because of, but most of the time we forgot something. Before mobile 100,000 and above spending konto.
What you're
capable of doing. Not just that also, but what can you offer to that company?
You have
That's also very important.
Put something on the table.
Okay, give me this. I will do it for you, vice versa. But 100,000 and above is too much for any company to just waste on nothing. So, but that's what people fail to understand. They just think, okay, I'm a Gambian and I'm doing this, so it's my duty or it's my right for any company to just sponsor me. It doesn't work like that, sweetheart. It doesn't work like that.
Kaddy, later, we want you to talk to us funding coming society because I know 1,001 girls are out there. Many could they have the dream to be part of this industry that you are in right now, but because the way the society is going to judge them, the way they're going to, you know, they will be bullying and people will be pointing fingers on them at the end of the day, because you don't just jump up and reach where you are today. You have to go through challenges like you said, society, you know, stigma and discrimination and all of that. So that is something is keeping some people back to join the industry. What would be your advice to those people?
I think it's just about being bold, confident, and believing in yourself. Trust me, everything starts with self-belief, self-confidence, because you cannot push yourself if you don't have these things. You'd always want somebody to tell you you're good. You'd always want somebody to tell you you're beautiful. You always want somebody to tell you you can do this. But once you have the self-confidence, self-belief, you don't even need that much of it. Of course, everyone needs someone to tell you at some point you look beautiful, but the self-confidence is a drive that will tell you that you look at yourself in the mirror and you know that I am good. You look at yourself in the mirror and you know that I am beautiful to be able to do this. So what I will tell them is they can definitely get there if I can be there. But everything that you're going to do, just know and that has to start from yourself. You can go anywhere, and it does not matter even if you're married or not married. A dream is something that you can go after. I am married and I'm still working international stages. So if you're married, what happens is have that understanding with your husband or with your partner. Support as a wife, and let him also be able to support you as a husband. And you can go after whatever. But first, believe in yourself, have the confidence and the determination, and you can get anywhere that you want to get to.
If Kaddy Samateh can get there, me along Pavi Kafa, like my father that time, Mama Kurtodunte, Mama Kako, Jalbrama, going to know a cafe and now come can be recognized. So, anyway, Kaddy, I am so much excited. Like I said, once again, a big congratulations to you on your achievement. And I swear more win is ahead of you because you are that one girl who is focused, you know, you have courage, you are focused on what you want to achieve. You care less about what people talk about you. I see that in you because in Kela video follow most of the time. It's just recent that I started liking your videos, most especially event. So I always talked about it before I even got your number. Every day when you was saying, Samateh. So it's like, you know, so I said, look, I have to get this girl on my platform because, you know, the least I could do is to have you on my platform, you know, and
I know we don't have time, but I really want to say something about that. To be honest, that is something that I need, and I know every other young girl or man there, we all need a platform. Because nimman kacha on platforms like this, mbaka along the importance of what we are doing. Society needs to know. People need to know. And there are 1,010 media houses in the Gambia. Having to be on your platform, it means a lot to me, because since I came, I'm still here. And there are a lot of media houses. Some reach out, of course, some haven't, but I feel like I want to thank you for this platform and for this opportunity. It doesn't even matter how many people are watching, but just the opportunity, it means a lot to me. That's why when I saw your message, I more reply on TikTok.
I know.
But when I saw your message, I'm like, yes, this is something that is good for me.
Exactly.
So I would definitely go in for it, and I would encourage you to give this platform to a lot of young people. You might not know who has a story to tell.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you.
And the rest assorted, Kaddy, we'll be having you here time to time to use this platform to talk to our young people, because we want to be youths in the making, not youths in the film. So obviously that has to start with us. That has to, people like you to use your voice, use your power that is invested in you, that beauty, that brain that is, so you share it with our young ones. Definitely we'll be having you here time to time. I am so much grateful. I'm happy to have you here. Once again, a big congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am
very much.
super happy. I'm super
happy to be
well, but then I'll get a bad one for Tenala, inshallah. Baraka baki Allah. Jiver kunyi mala for Tenala.